Hello everybody and welcome back to another Reaper Airsoft video. Now I have a special video for you today because finally there is some airsoft going on. So this video is a Milsim LARP event in which I took part. It was called Joker the Forest. Now there's a lot of people that came to this event and don't know exact numbers, but around 200 people. And we had a huge forest. Actually, it was Peppermint Park forest, as we have previously played before. But we played in the entire forest, not just the small section of it, just the entire forest. So, without further ado, let's get straight into the gameplay. And yeah, these big games, I don't get that much action. But here's a little taste of what it was like.
So as we headed into the game, the first task we got from the commander was to harass the enemy base, which was basically the rebel base. And we tried to get as close as we can, but we were still far away and we had a very hard time getting there. Our base was right here at number 1, and then we tried to advance this way, but when we encountered a lot of enemy forces, so we had to double back. Now the plan was that we would try to take the edge of the map and try to follow a riverbed along the edge of the map and try to sneak past the guard posts that were already manned by the enemy forces.
Deja am mâncat o magazie.
Acolo ăla...
Da.
This is the point where we realize that there's heavy resistance ahead, and we decide to change our path and head
Hai mă,
downhill.
ieși, ce pula mea.
Now at this point
Dacă mai
we
vezi.
stopped doubling back and we're going straight towards the riverbank, but we had to be really careful because we were encountering lots of enemies from all directions, so we had to clear our own path and try to stay safe.
Fuge!
Now something very typical is happening to me, that is always happening to me at most events, not your average skirmish, is that my sniper is either feeding or not feeding, or it's either overhopping or underhopping the BBs. We are now getting pretty close to that riverbank, but unfortunately encountering heavy resistance kind of makes our plan of sneaking through impossible.
Da. Ba da, imediat mă să încarc. Încarc!
N-a ajuns până acolo. De aici, las că-l ia zombie, poate de aici.
Unde-i?
Fața ta ora 12.
Nu.
Pe lângă pomul ăsta, uite mai subțirel, în dreapta lui un picuț. Acolo ai vreo 2 oameni care s-au dus acolo.
Ok. Aștept să miște un pic să-i
Cred
văd.
că e greu că sunt pom, da.
Un pic?
Dacă îți pui sniperul pe cracanul ăla din fața ta, zombie,
Nu, stai că se dă și din alte părți. Trebuie cu foarte mare grijă procedat aici.
uite și mai ai unul, zombie. Mai ai unul exact, deci pe la mine. Vezi cum e graful?
Da.
Uite, uite, uite.
Da, da, da.
Iată. Unul a fugit și mai trebuie să mai fie unul. Alina, du-te la el. Alina!
Să-l tragă careva, nu Alina!
Stai acolo, stai acolo, stai acolo!
Se duc dreapta. Jos, 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 jos. Jos, 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 jos.
Finally, we have reached the spot where the fortifications meet with the riverbank, but we are encountering heavy resistance and the vegetation is way too dense for us to be able to sneak through. This is basically a terrible spot to be, but we have to try to push on no matter what it takes.
Medic, medic! Medic!
We were not doing too great. Slowly, one by one, our guys were being taken down. Even though we could medic them back once, it was still a pretty tough spot to be. So I'm gonna try to find a place where I might be able to see one or two of my enemies and try to take them down.
Ei, l-am scos!
Ora acolo toți omul ieșit. Degeaba mai stăm aici. Hai să încercăm aici. Omar unde e?
Omar e jos în vale.
Pusul către o mare ceva.
Nu te auzi, dar în fine.
Pusul către o mare ceva.
Oh, lovit! Medic!
E bun.
Doi, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
O
8,
să bagi
9,
asta înăuntru și îți dau acum mai eu.
11. De ce? Ai mai eu?
Vrei? Da. Stai așa că mi-l bag pe ăsta. Și așa, durează. Căcatul ăsta.
Rupe-mă și mie bucatul din mai eu ăla.
Rupeți! Că e întreg, încă nu l-am desfăcut.
Ține.
Stai, nu.
Hai că poate mai vreau și alții, știi?
Da, da, da.
Ai grijă,
Era să pice.
eu să-mi dai mie. Așa. Ai banderolă.
Are aici Johnny în mână.
Eu da.
Leagă eu, altă facem.
Mort!
So we basically all got blasted, including our medic.
Hai că nu mai o să stăm.
All of our lives got expired. That was pretty much it for our push and our try to get to the enemy base, so this mission was a fail. For our second mission of the day, we had to eliminate the rebel commander. He was located here. This time, we actually had the support of the people in Joker City and mercenaries. Knowing this and having this information, our team decided to try and make a flanking attack, taking the following route. Now, when we got to the clearing pointed out by the first arrow, we encountered a lot of enemy forces. but we dealt with them slowly and moved on straight on to the enemy base.
Avem contact în partea dreaptă, tocmai la piste DB.
Ai răbdare că-l scot imediat.
Căcat. Vezi că acolo avem contact. Ai văzut?
Acum încercăm să scoatem pe pepe. Aveți un pic de răbdare.
O atins o cracă ceva. Da, da, da.
Trebuie să vedeți că tractul pe mine.
E prea ușoară.
Nu, nu. Nu.
After sitting there for a little while, a few teammates and I decided to try and flank around the enemies that were holding us up and preventing us from getting closer to their base. Hell of a time to run out of BBs. But then again, after finishing those guys off, we managed to get really close to the enemy base and to try and launch an attack from behind them. But when we got there, it was very confusing what the hell was going on over there.
Se vede baza inamică.
As you're about to see, there were so many dead players standing around. It was absolutely confusing, and I didn't know who am I going to shoot or not to shoot. Now, to be honest, through the scope, I didn't see that he was wearing a vest on the other side. Now, as you can see, there's a lot of dead players lingering around, and it's
Bă, nu-mi
confusing.
dau seama ce se întâmplă acolo, mi se pare destul de confuz.
Now, in this next bit, I'm really happy that I downloaded some new VFX.
Lovit!
And that's it for this video, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for watching and sticking all the way to the end. And don't forget to leave a like and a sub to this video, and see you on the next one or out on the field.